So what does 2021 hold for the property market? Well, despite lockdown 3 being thrown on us in January, just as things were returning to normal after the Christmas and New Year break, it seems that this news will do little to slow the momentum of the UK property market. Given that official government advice still deems that it's okay to view potential properties and to actually move home. In fact, it's been reported recently that mortgage approvals have hit a 13-year high. Figures from the Bank of England showed that the number of mortgages approved by banks and building societies for home purchases leapt to 105,000 in November 2020, the highest figure since August 2007. The number of new mortgage approvals provides an early indication for borrowing levels in future months when buyers take up these offers, and they have increased also, more than tenfold after hitting a low point of 9,400 in May. Mortgage borrowing plunged during the first COVID lockdown as the housing market was effectively put on hold. But since then, borrowing has soared to £5.7 billion in November, up £1.2 billion on the level in October. Figures from the bank also showed households repaid £1.5 billion of credit card debt, personal loans and car finance in November. This bears out what many of us know working from home are experiencing. You spend less, especially during lockdown periods, and therefore you are able to save money. But will this trend continue? Well, I think it's fair to say there's lots going on. Against this backdrop of business as usual in the property sector, we do need to consider the impact of Brexit, the end of the stamp duty holiday and availability of credit, as well as economic weakness from COVID-19 and job uncertainty, before drawing any conclusions on what might happen to house prices in 2021. Firstly, Brexit. Now that a deal is finally in place, many property analysts feel Brexit is unlikely to have much of an impact on the sector in the short term. If Brexit causes significant job losses, however, then we can expect a drop in house prices. But many in the property industry are already forecasting that whilst house price growth will slow this year, prices won't fall, or at least not by much. If house price growth does slow down, it could prove to be beneficial to people who want to invest in property. Stamp duty holiday. Well, yeah, this of course is due to end on the 31st of March, and until then it's expected that demand will remain strong as buyers take advantage of the tax savings. Will activity stop in its tracks on the 1st of April though? Well, it would seem unlikely as home buyers have reassessed their home priorities in the wake of COVID-19. Moving home will likely to remain at the top of many people's agenda even after the stamp duty holiday ends. Mortgages. Well, the number of mortgage products on the market has been increasing as lenders gain confidence, making it easier for home buyers and property investors to secure mortgages for their purchases. Mortgage interest rates have been at record lows following the emergency cuts back in the spring of 2020 when COVID-19 first started to have an economic impact. At just 0.1%, you may think there's only one direction that they can go, up of course. But some commentators are predicting the Bank of England could lower the base interest rate into negative territory. Even if interest rates increase, the rates are still at low levels, and so this is a good time to look in for competitive deals. Economic and job uncertainty. Well, without doubt there is going to be further rises in unemployment through 2021. Although the furlough scheme has been extended to the end of April, the government has made it clear that they can't protect every job and every business. Some mortgage lenders and economists warn that rising unemployment could trigger a collapse in house prices in 2021. Halifax, Britain's biggest mortgage lender, estimates an annual drop of between 2 and 5%, while the Office for Budget Responsibility, that's the government's economic forecaster, is more pessimistic, predicting an 8% fall. However, Rightmove are saying it's all going to be tickety-boo. So as always, there are those that fear the property market is due for a hard fall this year, whilst others are suggesting it will be a much softer landing. There is renewed confidence with 2 and even 3 COVID vaccines approved in the UK. As more vaccine doses become available, consumer confidence could return to the wider economy and the housing market. Since the first lockdown, when the property market was shut down, the sector has made huge leaps in the use of technology. This has helped many property professionals overcome challenges that the COVID-19 pandemic has brought forward. Since the summer, the level of buying, selling and letting activity has been at record highs, and the property market's ability to adapt quickly has kept the market moving effectively and efficiently. Many people believe this will continue to do so through the uncertainty of 2021. But there's lots to navigate, and it's understandable to feel confused, and that's why I firmly believe that getting education before you spend thousands on a property venture will save you money and stress in the long run. Knowing what is a good deal when the market is rallying and yet could also fall takes professional insight, and learning from people that have the experience is a sensible step, and that's why I have my property training courses in conjunction with Asset Academy. Check them out, they really could help you secure your own financial future.